What's up? All right, hold up. Let me take off this and take off gaming. There we go.
Wait, I don't see it, bro. What is that?
Hold up. Give it a second. It'll pop up, fam.
Alright.
All right, fam. Well, what video we finna watch?
Bro, you got videos planned for like January 1st
I
and
do.
not. Yeah, you got one scheduled for the 5th of this month as well.
Mm.
Like playing rank game with random on Apex. Playing rank game with random on Apex. I think it's like 3 videos planned.
Oh yeah. I
Playing
got.
rank game with random on Apex for the third. 2 games for the third. Welcome to Warzone D is going to be planned today.
Oh yeah.
Look at this nigga. Still a little clutch at the end. Warzone Rebirth. Warzone with this black man. That must be me, babe.
Yeah. It was. Oh shit! I got 139 subscribers. I didn't even know. I thought I had 38. Oh.
A reaction to top 15 scary.
Top
In the chat.
15 scary video.
I'm in the chat.
Hold up, fam. Hold up. We gotta watch this shit in the
Welcome to
dark, bro.
chili. Walking on side of me.
Hold up, let me turn on the light dark. Alright, fam. Alright, let's get this shit started, Brian. Oh shit. Alright, y'all boys. My brother's gonna be in the background watching it with me. So let's get to it.
Nobody wants to mess with
Oh,
this dragon.
shut
Say hello
up.
to the king of the lizard men, Ramontu Drakesblood. Ramontu.
I don't get
Looking
rich.
for something to set you on edge? Then look no further. These top 15 scary videos will make your hair raise. Number 15. Tiny Creature. Posted on TikTok by Strange Creatures Talk, the scary capture will creep you out. A father and his kids are playing in nature. They're filming a tree when
Bro,
they spot
Brian,
what they
bro,
think is
I can't. Or this video is like, it's fucking scary, and it's like that he whispered like it's like
Yeah,
this
his
top
sound.
5. Like it's
an
it's
insect
ridiculous,
amongst the
fam.
branches and leaves, but on closer inspection, the mysterious winged creature flies out from his camouflaging leaf, and you can see it for a moment in sharp relief. It clearly has a body, including incredibly long legs and a humanoid shape.
Popped up.
It's a dark brownish gray color like the branches
bro,
around
that just
it,
brought
but before we
chills
can
to me,
capture
bro.
any identifiable facial features, the creature flies off into the sky. Is this why we don't often spot these tiny creatures among us? Because they blend right in. Having seen this one, I'm glad they're virtually invisible. Number 14. La Llorona. We've seen a number of La Llorona sightings on top 15s, but none creepier than this entity. Published by Danny Phantom in April of 2019, this scary video has been trending as of late in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community. The clip shows security footage of a house whose owner claims to have experienced several sleepless nights
scary,
due
bro.
to a disturbance, which was a woman crying. However, his house is far from the city and there are no residences nearby. Naturally, the man ruled out the idea that this was a neighbor and was concerned about regularly hearing this woman's cry. Finally, he discovered the culprit on his home security camera. A blurry, semi-transparent figure of a woman enters the courtyard. She has long black hair and is clothed in a white floor-length dress. She walks slowly across the courtyard before disappearing into the darkness. Although the security footage has no sound, some viewers are certain that this is the weeping woman, La Llorona. If it is, then this man had better know how to swim.
Yo, fam, you better not doing what I think you're doing, fam. You're pissing, bro.
I was getting the water.
Alright, bro. Alright. Making sure you wasn't doing this fucking second option, bro.
Because she is out to drown him. Number 13, Ghost Bike. You've heard of driverless cars, but have you ever seen a driverless bike? Published by Dastardly Thunderstorm in January of 2018, this CCTV footage caught a creepy ghost bike riding on its own in Kolkata. The video, taken at a crossroads at night, shows stop-action footage of the intersection. It's around midnight when you see it. A motorbike driving down the road without a driver.
Brian, fam.
A car pulls to a stop
Yo,
at
that's
the intersection
mad.
to let the bike pass. What must the driver of the car be thinking at that moment? Slowing down the clip, you can see the headlight of the blue bike, and as it passes steadily, it's even clearer no one is riding it. Is the driver invisible, or is he paranormal? Number 12, Blade Thrower. Things get a little dicey in this creepy clip. Published by Roland With Me in November of 2020, Roland writes that paranormal activity has been ramping up in his home ever since he brought haunted dolls there. Using his vlogging camera and security cameras, he captured a number of crazy
What happened?
Was this the recent top 15?
Yeah.
occurrences around his haunted house. One clip shows a blade moving up and down in its stand as if it's trying to escape. The blade later flies from the holder, after which the kitchen lights flicker like crazy.
Life is gone. And you know what? I saw it coming out of there, and then there it is on the floor. And the lights flickering.
The cupboard door then swings open on its own.
Yeah, bro. I will be shitting myself right now if that happened.
Enters the kitchen and the lights are flickering again. A plastic bag moves across the floor toward him.
Okay, and there's a bag on the... What the...
He hears something in the garage, and as he's walking down a hallway, a door shuts closed.
Oh, that just gave me the chills, B. B, that just gave me the chills, bro.
When he tries it, it seems to be locked. He asks the entity to turn the doorknob, flick the lights, or give him any kind of sign. After a moment, the doorknob slowly turns.
Turn the doorknob. Show me a sign. Make the lights flicker. Anything. Door. Look. It's moving. Are you moving the doorknob?
Later, he says he was just sitting in his living room when a blade flew from the kitchen to land on the floor nearby.
Okay, I was just sitting down in that chair, and the knife just flew from the kitchen to right here.
What the fuck?
Is something trying to cause Roland harm? If so, we think he should take a commenter's advice. Never provoke what you cannot see.
Are you moving the coffee maker? Oh,
That goes for everyone on
Right,
this
fam.
list.
If that
Number
happened to me, bro,
11,
I'm
aggressive
jumping
poltergeist.
on somebody,
Okay,
bro.
so this
I'm
house
leaving
is
the
for
house,
sure
fam.
haunted. Published by D Dark Past Scary in November of 2021. This clip was originally posted to TikTok by
Yo.
Diego Spikers. As
If
Diego
this
is
is a
talking
prank,
to the
bro, this is not
camera,
even funny,
a
bro.
plastic ball
Oh, yeah,
rolls
that's
out of
not
a
a
little
prank,
girl's
fam.
princess castle tent. Diego immediately runs over to the tent to peer in. There are no cuts in the video, and no one is inside. Only several more plastic balls scattered in the corner.
Yeah, I'm out of that.
In another creepy clip,
Well,
in
swear
his
to God,
home, a figure
fam.
is huddled under a blanket on the floor. It looks like a child is sitting there, hunch-shouldered, with this blanket over his head. But when Diego steps toward the blanket, carefully grabs hold of it and rips away. Nothing is beneath it, and the illusion of a figure collapses before your very eyes. On another occasion, while watching TV, a child's hand appears to open the door on the entertainment center from the inside. You can see little fingers appear on the door edge. Diego runs toward it and pulls the door open. Again, nothing. Perhaps one of the creepiest paranormal events in the already entirely terrifying video.
Uy, marica, venga. Pichiñero, rápido. Marica, perro, lo grabé, venga.
Is when Diego is filming a little girl who we assume is his daughter. She appears to be watching something on TV, but look past her. Beyond in the background, another child pops up for a moment. With a pale face and a mat of dark hair, she peeks up from behind a chair, and when Diego races toward
that just
her,
give me chills,
she pops
Brian.
back down. Once again, whatever this demon thing is has disappeared.
Mi hija cuando le ponen princesas no copias de nada. Luciana.
Bro, you know what I would have done, bro, before that thing duck? I would have threw something at it, fam.
Oh gosh!
What the
Finally! First kill!
Bro, fam, if that was me, bro, I would have killed that kid.
In yet another clip, Diego hears a sound in a bedroom. He drops to the floor and looks under the bed. As is this poltergeist MO, nothing is there. That is until the hand.
Bro!
Escuchando eso, perro, y reviso por todo lado, weón. Y nada, perro, no se ve nada. Marica, lo he revisado por todo lado. No.
And the last image we'll leave you with is this creepy figure. Again, it appears as though a small child is under this blanket.
I would've kicked that
this time
child,
standing
bro.
and
I'm
swaying
sorry,
a bit.
fam.
Diego doesn't even have to touch the blanket this time for it to collapse into nothing.
Voy a llegar a la casa y no hay luz, weón. ¿Qué, weón?
So what do you think? Is this poltergeist just playing? Or should we burn this house to the ground? Number 10.
Nah, I would burn that house to the
background
ground, bro.
artist. This ghost does her best work as a background artist. Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Redditor OKRabbit4327. The Redditor claims that she and her friends were making a TikTok when they spotted this girl sitting behind them in the video. She says no one else was there when they filmed the clip. 4 girls are dancing in the video, while a 5th is just sitting very still on a couch behind them, staring straight ahead. Those in the comments think it's a mannequin head used by hairstylists during training. Other Redditors are saying it's a ghost. What do you think this is? Mannequin head or a ghost?
I think it's a ghost.
9. Open Sesame. Have you ever had a ghost rummage around in your cabinets? Published in October of 2021, Amber Hoover
this was a
clearly has,
recent
as
video.
evidenced in this video. The security camera footage shows 2 women sitting at home, watching TV when out of nowhere, the cupboard door in front of them opens on its own. The happening astonishes them. One of the women tells the other that the cupboard was latched.
Let me see if it's showing me something that I need to see. You know what I'm saying? Because it's latched. It wanted us to see. Look. Okay, alright. Come on with it. Come on. I'm with you. Oh my gosh, there's so
As the pair wonder what the ghost is trying to show them, another cabinet door to the left opens on its own accord as well, very slowly, inch by
Brian,
inch.
this is
What
how you
does
know
the
she
ghost
doesn't love
want
her
the
life,
living
bro.
to see in
Did
these
you hear what she said when
cabinets?
she's like,
Maybe a
come on with it?
die block is
Like,
hidden
bro, what are you
inside.
gonna fight the
Number
ghost?
8, unexpected visitor.
Bro, I'm on that
Indio,
shit, bro.
California had an unexpected visitor. This paranormal clip was published by LUFOs in October of 2021. The clip appears to show an unidentified flying object hanging in the night sky. Only 4 lights are visible, hovering just above the houses in formation. The mysterious spacecraft appears to be drifting very slowly, but it's hard to tell if it's descending, as the cameraman is walking down the road toward it. After a time, you cannot see the lights at all. Did the spacecraft land? Are there extraterrestrials among us? The truth is out there. Number 7. Haunted house. Some things aren't what they seem. This scary paranormal sighting was originally published by the GEPC group. The footage shows a dark kitchen at night. A cupboard door slowly opens a crack of its own accord. At first you might think, any door can fall ajar like that, but then a moment later the door swings open wider and much more deliberately. Then it slams shut. In a second piece of security camera footage taken outside the house, a shadowy shapeshifter travels across the scene. The figure is obscure and appears in the form of a dark shape flying across the frame. In one last video taken within the haunted home, a picture frame on the living room wall moves slightly, and then not so slightly. Are these spirits ramping up for something? It might be time to burn some sage. Number 6. Orphanage Ghost. Some places scar the souls of those who live there. Published by Azteca America in December of 2009, this news crew enters an orphanage and leaves with quite a scary story. While walking outside on the grounds of the haunting orphanage, the figure of a ghost child appears in the darkness. The creepy figure is standing still right outside the orphanage door. Dressed in white, the childlike apparition looks afraid of them. At least her posture makes it appear so. While
That's
the crew
scary.
doesn't even seem to notice her in the moment. Is this the apparition of an orphan child?
Bro,
who
B,
is
real question, bro. If you didn't really see anything when you went in there, and then when you go and rewatch the video, and then you saw something, would you be scared afterwards, bro?
I'd be fucking shitless.
to cross over? Number 5. Trespasser at the door. What is stalking this man? Is it human or supernatural? Published in October of 2021, Maven writes that this trespasser seems to be hiding from someone or something. The creepy video shows a hooded man approaching the front door of this home. Instead of knocking, he turns around and just stands there. He peers around the corner of the home as if he's afraid of something, as if he's waiting for someone to leave. He walks all the way down to the corner, looking around it, and then strangely makes his way back down the hallway toward the home and along the sidewalk 2 rounds to the next house. He then simply walks off. Is someone stalking this young man? If not, what might explain this strange behavior? Whatever it is, it sure makes my hair raise. Number 4. Handprints.
That wasn't really that scary.
These spirits left behind some paranormal fingerprint evidence posted to the Ghosts subreddit. Leading Maringu 9738 writes, I found these handprints on the wall of my bedroom a few days after my first experience with sleep paralysis. Does anyone recognize the type of print under the human-like one? The prints appear in a pinkish hue. The human-like prints that the Redditor is talking about are adult-sized and hang upside down. The other prints mentioned appear to have only 3 or 4 fingers, and the palms are not large like a human's. Some in the comments think that someone may have tried to paint over oily handprints, which are now coming through. Others think they look like leftover prints from the red drips of a Halloween window cling. But some Redditors point out that the prints are upside down, which is already weird. Coupled with the sleep paralysis, their presence seems particularly sinister. Number 3. Souls of the Cemetery. While some souls might rest in peace, others want to play. Published by Johnny Paranormal 74 and was streamed on Facebook Live by Urbex TJ according to Johnny. While in a cemetery at night in Tijuana, Mexico, the paranormal crew asks the spirits there to spin a colorful pinwheel that's stuck into the ground. The spirits oblige.
¿Qué es todo eso morado?
Soon the mysterious
That's
pinwheel's
mad.
separate wheels are spinning in opposite directions. The crew then asks the spirit to stop the wheel to ensure it's the spirit communicating and not the wind.
Para saber que estás aquí con nosotros. La perca, mira.
Download Buff for free to earn Buff points while playing your favorite game and get a...
Se detuvo el de enfrente.
The pinwheel's front wheel comes to an immediate halt, while the back wheel takes a moment too slow to a stop. Again, he asks the spirit to spin just one of the wheels. The spirit acquiesces to this request, and the back wheel rotates on its own.
Can you spin one of the wheels just once more to make sure?
Gracias, Saúl.
The speed picks up faster and faster. After a moment, the crew tells the soul of Saul to rest in peace. The spinning wheel slows down. Is Saul really resting, or is he just getting started? Number 2, help granted. When you beg the spirits for help, be careful what you wish for. Published in September of 2021 by Rolling Hills Asylum, East Bethany, NY. This creepy clip was captured in the shadow hallway of Rolling Hills by Linda Seeger during a paranormal event in July of 2021. A young woman named Rachel is sitting in a chair and is coached to cry out for help. A candle sits on the floor in front of her. After asking for help a few times, saying she needs someone to get her to her room, the spirits come for her.
Lurker, help! I need to get to my room. Rachel.
The doors behind her open.
Yo, if something come out and track her, bro, I swear to God, I'ma just run, bro. I don't care about her, bro.
After all, they are just trying to help. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds to find out. Charged with loitering. Published by Dave Fredrock in October of 2021. The scary security footage has me terrified. Dave is focusing in on one corner of the camera's frame, which is centered around a lit street. Along this street, a mysterious semi-transparent figure appears, moving from right to left. The footage was taken at 5:30 in the morning. It's dark out, and when he zooms in, you can see the camera is facing a yard and a driveway in which a car is parked. When he zooms in again, the shape is drifting along the road. Unlike orb footage, which could be passed off as dust, or bug footage, which is fairly obvious to distinguish, this figure isn't so distinct. What is this, if not a ghost? My only explanation for this is something paranormal is afoot. Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe because we upload new countdowns every Tuesday and Saturday, or...
Let's watch these shit.
I was hacked in Among Us. I don't trust online gaming anymore, especially the games that come with chatting features. The game Among Us gained huge popularity during the 2020 quarantine phase. My office was closed. I got bored sitting at home, hence I started to play the multiplayer social deduction game like everyone else. You already know how this game works, so there's no need to repeat that again. The game was a nice time killer. I lived alone in my apartment, so there was no one to disturb me anyways. At first, I was playing this game on my mobile phone, but later I installed it on the PC as well. My daily routine was to wake up from bed, eat some breakfast, and then sit in front of my PC till my eyes hurt. Those who are familiar with this game already know about the anonymous chat box feature of Among Us. One day, I was playing Among Us sitting in my bedroom. Heavy rain and a thunderstorm were going on outside. The game was going well. Being the imposter, I managed to kill 4 crewmates in a 7-people team, including me. I was just 1 kill away from winning this game when a notification popped up in the chat box. I opened the chat box and saw an anonymous player had sent a YouTube link in it. I was not in a mood to get distracted, but the player kept texting. I couldn't tell if it was a girl or a boy, but the name read 007 Ken. Let's address this person as he, based on the name. Now, 007 Ken not only sent this link in the chat box, but also said that we have to subscribe to his channel. I was so indulged in this game that I didn't notice the chat box until now. This guy was texting this link from the beginning of the game, and he was telling everyone to subscribe to it. He was being really irritating. I texted back saying, "Shut up, dude. Just play the game, man." This guy replied, "Subscribe to my channel if you don't want to die." I laughed really hard after reading this. I thought he was pretending to be the imposter, but then I thought, what a dumb guy. What is the point of pretending to be the imposter? But a trick came to mind. I decided to let him give death threats in the chat box and told the other player that 007 Ken is the imposter and we should throw him out. Now, when all this was happening, out of curiosity, I opened the link into another tab. The page started to load. By this time, The game went exactly how I planned, and the third player voted against 007 Ken, and we threw him out. Eventually, I won the game. I took a sip from my cold drink cup and went to the page where I have opened the link. As the page flashed in front of my eyes, I got really disturbed. The channel was filled with torture videos, videos of killing innocent animals, post-mortem videos, and all kinds of creepy shit. I got really pissed at that guy and said to myself, fucking jerk. This was the moment when all my problems began. I started to receive anonymous calls and texts after an hour. Every time I answered these calls, I could hear someone breathing heavily from the other side of the phone, but no one ever spoke. One night, I was really tired after doing household chores, so I slept early. Around 1 a.m., my phone rang. I was in a deep sleep, so I missed the first call, but the phone rang again. This time, I got fucking annoyed. I picked up the phone and shouted out loud, "What's your freaking problem, dude? If you have something to say, say it." Past 2 days, this guy called me from the same anonymous number, but never spoke. Suddenly, this time, a man with a creepy coarse voice talked from the other side. He said, "I told you to subscribe to the channel. Seems like you didn't, huh? Don't you value your life, Jack?" I lost all sleep in just a wink. How the hell did he know my name? I had no doubt that this was the same guy from the Among Us game whose name was 007 Ken. The hairs on the back of my neck stood up like sharp needles. Drops of sweat appeared on my forehead. I asked in a scared voice, "How do you know my name?" The guy laughed hysterically and said, "What if I tell you that I am standing in front of your apartment with the sharpest kitchen knife you will ever..."
Welcome to Raid Shadow Legends. If you're wondering just what you're getting into, Raid Shadow...
Feel on your neck. There won't be any interruption when I slice your throat. Of course, there will be a little sound when you will choke in your own blood, gushing out of your veins. I was beyond terrified this time. I don't know what to do. I jumped from my bed and ran to the main door. The door was locked. As I put my eyes on the peephole, I saw there was no one at the door. I came back to my room, rushing and moved the curtains to my bedroom window to look outside. The roads were empty. The streetlights made the area look even more spooky.
I'm gonna block that
I couldn't
shit,
see
bro.
anymore. I sat down on my bed in fear. I couldn't decide if I should call 911 or not. After all, it was just a threatening phone call. I disconnected the phone the moment this guy said those evil things to me. But then again, after 5 minutes, my phone rang. It was the same number. I didn't pick up. I put the number in the block list immediately. The night went like a horrifying dream. I couldn't sleep at all. I just sat on my bed quietly. My ears were alert the entire time. I was ready to call 911, hearing a single sound on my door or anywhere near my apartment. But nothing more happened that night. The next morning, when I opened the Among Us game screen, I was highly shocked. My chat box was filled with links to this YouTube channel. There were death threats and hacking threats all over the chat. Just when it clicked in my mind, oh my God, I was such a fool. I clicked this anonymous link without thinking. This guy probably hacked my account and got my IP address. I went to the Twitter page of Among Us and saw it was not just me, but many players have faced the same issue. Some random guy tried to promote his channel by sending the link and threatened people to hack their account if they didn't subscribe. Some even reported that after a point in time, their screen turned black and the game showed errors. I uninstalled the app for a while, thinking I will reinstall it once their support team resolves the issue. A week passed by without any more trouble, but one night I was coming home from grocery shopping. I was near my apartment, just about to enter, when I felt someone was standing behind the streetlight on my left. A shadow was moving behind it. I thought it was nothing but my imagination, so I went to my flat. I opened the lock of my door and shut it after entering. I went to the kitchen to arrange food and groceries. Suddenly, I received a phone call. It was from an unknown number again. I picked it up and said,
Hello?
It was that same heavy breathing. The blood in my veins rushed to my face when someone from the other side said, "I hope you enjoy your pizza tonight," and disconnected the phone. I bought pizza on my way home for dinner. I stood in the kitchen like a statue for at least 5 to 7 minutes. My hunch was right then. Someone was actually standing behind the streetlight and watching me. This time, I didn't sleep on this matter. I called 911 and told them everything. They sent 2 cops who patrolled the entire area looking for a suspicious stranger, but obviously, they couldn't find anyone. I didn't stop there either. I changed my apartment and moved to a totally different location, very close to my office. I changed my phone, my number. I replaced all the passwords of my social media accounts. I even sold my old computer and bought a new laptop to keep myself from being hacked again. I don't blame anyone else. It was my fault that I clicked some random link while being online in a multiplayer game. I reported to the cybercrime department as well. They told me that someone indeed hacked my account the moment I clicked that link. And from there, it wasn't too hard to find my address, name, and phone number. It terrifies me to think that there are sick people around the world who are turning a simple online game into a living nightmare just to satisfy their creepy desires and spreading filth all over society. So guys, just be careful from now on. Don't make the same mistake that I did while playing Among Us.
That guy ugly as hell.
I am Corey. I live with my parents in Cape Town. I can't leave my parents alone. They are always worried about me after what happened to my sister a year back. My sister was in high school. She was always a moody teen, getting upset and annoyed at very little matters. I used to work in a bookstore near her school. One day, when I went to pick her up from school, I saw her fighting with a boy standing on the school sidewalk. As soon as I reached close, she ended the conversation with him and got into my car.
Wait, what happened, fam?
Don't make the same mistake, or that guy gonna rape your cheeks, man.
She didn't say a single word the entire way. I wanted to give her some space, so I thought to ask her later about it. The next day was a Saturday. To cheer up my sister's mood, I decided to spend some time with her. I went to her room. She was hooked on her computer. I sat down beside her and said, "So, what's the plan for today? Want to do something fun?" Casey rolled her eyes at me and didn't say anything. Handling a teenager is a tough job, but I was adamant too. I saw Casey reading something online. "What are you reading?" I asked her. Casey told me that she is surfing the dark web. Just like Quora on Google, where you can ask and get answers for your questions. Dark web also has a similar platform named Hidden Answers. But at Hidden Answers, people can ask any question, no matter how bizarre that turns out to be. As dark web can be accessed under untraceable identity, people can get very creepy at such platforms. Trust me, I am saying from my own experience. I told Casey, "I don't think this is safe, Casey." Just to be updated on what my little sister is getting into, I started to surfing dark web in my pastime too. The platform Hidden Answers is beyond disturbing. I couldn't believe people can be this insane. I read a small conversation where someone has asked, "How can I get rid of my mother's dead body without getting into any trouble?" I was fucking scared. I thought someone must be joking about it, but as I read the replies, I realized he wasn't. What felt creepier is that someone replied to this saying, "You can chop the body into small pieces and slowly get rid of it. For example, you can feed the solid pieces to your dog or neighbor's dog secretly, and then burn down the rest of it every night in little amounts." I did the same with my husband's. I immediately disconnected myself from that page and decided to talk to my sister to stay away from dark web as well. The next day when I took Casey for grocery shopping, I told her about the terrifying conversation in Hidden Answers, but I got surprised seeing her reaction to this. Casey just shrugged her shoulders and laughed at me. God, sis, stop telling me what to do. Get a life of your own, dude, she said rudely. I was hurt. I didn't say anything more because I knew she will throw more attitude on me, so I avoided having any more conversation with her on this matter. But I really wish I did more. I really wish I told her how much I cared for her before she took that one drastic step, which changed all of our lives forever. Casey was out on a sleepover at her friend's house. I was having dinner with my parents. My mom suddenly said something very weird. She looked at me and said, "Corey, I think Casey is up to something unholy." I wasn't expecting something like this, so I was very shocked. I asked, "Why do you say that, Mom?" My mom told me that in the afternoon she was cleaning my sister's room and she found some very uncanny stuff under her bed. I went to her room and looked under her bed. There was a long rope with a couple of candles shaped like snakes and some burnt pages inside a wooden box. I couldn't read the half-burnt pages, but I realized Casey is getting out of bound now. I told my parents I will look after all this and they don't have to worry about it. The next day, I went to her school secretly and looked for that boy whom I saw fighting with Casey the other day. I asked him about all the stuff I found under her bed. The boy told me that he broke up with Casey after she told him to take part in some satanic rituals that she read on dark web. She said that this ritual can give some kind of ecstasy by leading someone into the spiritual experience of a lifetime. I was really worried about my sister. I went straight home and waited for her return. As soon as Casey got home, I noticed her eyes were red and puffed. I realized something happened at her friend's house last night because it was clear she didn't get any sleep there. She walked up to her room and closed the door. I knocked on her door saying, "Casey, open the door. I know you're up to something very bizarre. You have no idea how dangerous this can all be. Open the door right now." She didn't open the door for once. Instead, screamed from her room saying, "Why can't you just mind your own business? It's my life, okay? I am not your little sister anymore. I will come out when I feel like it." I didn't know what else to do. My parents weren't at home.
Hey, wanna play some video?
What happened?
What you watch it?
You said, what am I watching?
Yeah.
Just these anime, but there's nothing that's good that's out right now, fam.
The animal?
Maybe we can watch this one 2 weeks ago.
Be careful proceeding with this list because these are the scary videos that are freaking viewers out online. Number 15, Haunted. What is that in the window? Posted by Omega44. This TikToker wants to move out and we don't blame him.
Hello?
He said he heard a loud bang and started recording. As he's walking through the room, the banging occurs again on what sounds like a pane of glass. He enters the kitchen and looks around. Nothing seems out of place. There is then a knock at the door. He turns the outside light on and scans the outer room. Many people in the comments point out what appears to be a figure standing in the outer right-hand window. The TikToker doesn't see him in the moment though. When he returns to the kitchen, every cupboard and drawer is open. They were all closed before. Then a rapid pounding against the glass. If you think you could fall asleep in this house after this, then you must be unshakable. Number 14. Nighttime school security. These ghosts demand to learn, or else. Published to the r/ghosts subreddit. By Olofung Sensei, this nighttime guard in the Philippines was guarding against more than just the living. While on night shift in a creepy public school, a howling is heard in the distance. Is it an animal or human?
So check natin guys. Yun, narinig ko ngayon guys na naka-on yung...
After a while, loud banging is heard. When the security guard arrives at one of the rooms, a scraping noise is heard as he stands outside the window.
Yan.
Yo, fam, Brian.
Yun guys, so.
Yeah.
The whole chair
Yung
just
mga
fucking
bangko.
moved, bro.
Guys,
Nah. Me, don't say that, bro. Bro. You don't say that. Oh my god, bro, I thought I saw a finger through the fucking closet, fam. Oh my god, you about to see some fucking man with his boxer running out the fucking house like a maniac, fam. Don't say that, bro. What
At
is wrong
first,
with
you
you?
may not see it, but then you do. The guard captures a
Man,
number of
you don't
desks
say that,
moving
man.
at once. He arrives at a doorway, and all of the chairs move towards him, as if clamoring to get out. They at last stand still for a moment and jumble around the doorway.
so yun guys, so. Guys. Woo! Lord. Guys.
No way to move forward further, but a moment later they are moving again. One chair is turned upside down and is rocking a bit. The security guard enters the classroom, but there's nothing and no one inside. He turns on the light, turns off the fan, turns off the light again, and then rushes out of there. Was it somehow the wind from the fan that propelled these desks across the room? Or is this school home to resident ghost children that are eager to learn or haunt?
Guys. Woo! Lord. Guys.
Number 13. I'm moving out. This angry poltergeist sure knows how to throw a surprise party. Posted to TikTok by DBD Death Clutch, a man enters his house only to be met by this mayhem. Loads of scary banging are heard from down the hallway.
What happened?
The guy just freaking look how you tremble.
Buff for free to earn buff points while playing your favorite game and get them.
Oh my god, look how
It's
you
not clear
tremble.
what is making the sound, but it's so unnerving. It causes the guy to stumble as he peers toward it, and then looks like he can't get out of the front door fast enough. In a second video, a loud bang is heard as the man is sleeping in bed. He seems disturbed but not quite awoken yet. The light beside his bed turns on full blast. Then the chair in the bottom corner of the camera's view moves on its own, freaking the man out dramatically. He springs to the other side of the bed, rolling over and out of it. If I were this guy, this house would be on the market the next day. These incidents seem too realistic to be faked in my opinion. Number 12. Weeping woman, a brutal life-taking, a haunted cemetery, a weeping ghost. Posted by Kisa Weba in August of 2021. This video has been gaining attention in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community. The scary video follows the shadow hunters in their experiment with the paranormal. The crew is on a mission to a particular grave in this cemetery. As the story goes, a woman had her life taken by her partner and was discovered in a suitcase days later. According to some, the woman's weeping ghost appears every night atop her grave. The explorers find her tomb, but there is no weeping woman,
Yo, what's up,
nor
Quan?
does the
Appreciate
graveyard
for you
appear
coming out to the stream,
particularly
fam.
haunted.
Appreciate it.
However, as they continue in their mission, they pan toward another tomb, where they capture a figure in white with long dark hair standing between two tombs.
Look at that. Bro, if I see that, I don't know what I should do. Laugh or run, bro?
That was fucking
Oh yeah,
The
fam.
crew
I'm
panics
running,
and
fam.
heads toward the exit. They turn back for a moment and capture the figure on the road at a distance.
I'm not surprised it's two. Oh, bro, I thought that white thing, that boy was
When they
charged.
arrive
The
beyond the
lady was
gate,
charging
the
his
figure is still standing at a distance along the road. A moment later, they arrive at their car, and the woman is at the gate watching them. Was this the weeping woman? If so, it seems like she is done weeping and has moved on to drawing tears of pure fear. Number 11, mysterious creature.
scary,
So
fam.
many of Earth's creatures
That's
are rare or
scary, fam.
endangered, but most of the unknowns live in the depths of the ocean. This one was captured on land, published by Mysterious Creatures Among Us in April of
Yo, look at that
2021.
big-ass
This
thing.
mysterious extraterrestrial-like humanoid was captured in a Russian forest. According to the uploader, hunters and tourists have reported unidentified flying object sightings in this forest. The video in question was captured by one such operator who spotted this cryptid in a tree. The humanoid has an unusual head shape. Unlike anything familiar on Earth, the figure's head at first appears like a rock on its side with two eyes painted on it. That is, until it moves. The uncanny shift of its head slightly to the left reveals it isn't an inanimate object after all, nor is it part of the landscape. It is for sure a real creature. Do you think this is not from this Earth? Or is it just one more unknown thing that hasn't yet been fully discovered? Number 10. Haunted Hospital. Most videos involving wheelchairs moving on their own show only those heading in one direction, not this one. Posted to Instagram, the scary video has us scratching our heads. A wheelchair moving down the wing of a creepy haunted hospital all on its own. As it faces a dead end, it makes a sharp about face, turning right. It then wanders wayward down the second hallway. Who is guiding it? From the looks of it, certainly not the living. I'd be getting the heck out of this place. Number 9. Screaming in the air vents. Is a person living in these air vents? Posted to the r/nope subreddit by Googly Gops, this clip has us wondering what is chilling in the AC. The wailing from these air vents is something from a horror film. The timbre is haunting. Is this a gate to the fiery depths below?
Yo,
As some are suggesting in the comments,
That
Reddit
is a gate to hell.
an expert in commercial heating and cooling, suggests it's nothing half as terrifying writing. This is legitimately just a bad blower motor, pulley alignment, a loose belt, or the bearings are going bad on the motor. Well, that's a relief. Although, just for safe measure, we have one question by Redditor Baron Von Ishtar. Where is this so I can never go there? I too am curious about the answer.
that is mad.
Number 8. Haunted bathroom. If you're planning to set up a scary ritual ceremony in the toilet, you'd better be ready for some freaky stuff. Published by Yama Q in June of 2021. This bathroom ghost has been caught in the act. It appears as though this individual has set up some sort of spiritual ritual on the floor outside the bathroom. There is rice wine set beside incense burning. He leaves the bathroom and heads up to bed. At around 3 o'clock in the morning, banging is heard in the bathroom. A basket lid moves on its own. A bottle moves forward and then into the sink. Then a strange moaning and rhythmic banging are heard. In a second video, Yama lights incense
making a
again.
beat, yo, see what I'm
At around
saying?
3 in the morning, yet again, things start happening. A box of incense sitting on a ledge is thrown to the ground.
Kush. Oh my
And the
God.
sliding bathroom door closes.
That's mad. That's mad.
What
That's
does this
mad, bro.
toilet
That's
ghost
mad.
want? unpleasant,
Yo,
potentially
that's
to
mad,
make you
yo.
constipated. Number 7, creepy castle exploration. Not only do castles carry some heavy history, but they're often
look at that
home
guy.
to
That guy
countless
shit himself.
souls. Published in October of 2021 by Exploring with Fighters, this paranormal experience takes us through an abandoned castle. While wandering the castle's many bedrooms, the explorers come across a bed frame into which the date 1580 is carved. This place is legit centuries old. Later, they feel that they aren't alone in the castle. They hear footsteps and decide to pack their stuff up and go check.
Right, so we just packed up just to go and see what's going on upstairs because there definitely was footsteps up there.
While doing so, something is thrown across the room. It bangs with a clatter.
Who says building websites as a team?
Oh, fam,
has to be an
fuck
impossible
these. I'm gonna
task?
get YouTube Premium, bro. I can't stand these fucking ads anymore,
They
fam.
are certain that someone's upstairs at this point.
Yo, look at the dude face. You know, he's like, realize I fucked up.
And wait in silence for the person to reveal themselves. When no one does, they move to the stairway. That's when they capture this on camera. A shadow figure appears to be moving toward the doorway on the upper landing. They don't see it and continue to wander. Another shadow seems to obscure the light in this doorway. Perhaps the crew is not alone in this house, but perhaps their company isn't even part of the living. Number 6.
That's scary,
abandoned
fam.
haunted
That's
mansion.
scary.
Think you have nerves of steel? Meet Connor from The Explorer Returns, published in March of 2020. This explorer returns to an abandoned haunted mansion at 1 a.m. and he returns Han Solo, braving this creepy abandoned mansion on his own. Connor wads into the derelict place, which is absolutely filled with trash and abandoned goods. It looks like the owners just picked up one day, leaving everything behind. After exploring downstairs, he heads upstairs, where it is more of the same. The place has been completely trashed. There's mold growing on the walls. Connor can barely make his way, having to step over all the rubbish. As he's in one of the rooms, he hears a woman's voice.
I just heard a woman's voice.
Thinking his mind is playing tricks on him, he continues on, looking in every room, each dirtier than the next. He comes across what appears to be a black and white school photo from 1969. After conquering half the house, he commits to filming the rest despite being outside his comfort zone. He wanders through the remaining upper rooms and then heads downstairs. As he's on the stairs, he hears something. He gathers his courage and then continues on. At the bottom of the stairs, he pauses and to his right sees the wallpaper moving.
That wallpaper was just moving.
He enters another room and hears another sound coming from behind him. He asks if there's someone there but receives no response.
Hello?
There are continued noises.
Dude, say hello.
And he decides it's time to leave.
Hello? Who's there?
Which he starts to do through the window, but just as he's about to exit, he hears more scary noises, and he shouts at whatever is in the house to leave him alone.
Who's there? You mean it? Go away, leave me alone.
He takes a turn around the bottom floor one last time, looking for who or whatever is trying to scare him. Later, he's racing toward his car, saying he also heard footsteps and was sure someone was in the house with him. As this twirling blue hanger suggests, we're sure there was two. Number 5, Phantom Snow. Children are highly sensitive to the spirit world. Posted to the r/ghosts subreddit by Satanic Tacos, whatever is in this video kept this household up all night, including the baby. The Redditor admits they are a skeptic, writing, "We are lucky enough to have a 1-year-old who sleeps through the night, so when he was up crying for over 2 hours, I knew something was off. When the Redditor checked the cameras after noticing the motion sensors going off, they captured this. Through the wind, you can see an obscure pale figure seemingly walk away from the porch. One viewer, George Hernandez, says it appears like a semi-materialized spirit, and I can't help but agree. After seeing this, the Redditor writes, I don't think we will be sleeping either. Neither will I. Number 4.
Neither
Mars
were
rover
I.
flights. NASA's Perseverance rover launched to the Red Planet in July of 2020. It landed in February of 2021. Published by iGadget Pro in October of 2021, this unsettling video reveals what it sounds like on Mars. Using AutoNav, the rover makes its way across Mars, navigating around rocks and other obstacles. During this winding around the planet's desolate landscape, the video and audio recording caught these strange noises just after sundown in July of 2019. One of the latest transmissions.
That was a
recorded
beat,
from
man.
the
Just
rover's inside lander.
put me on a
Almost
diss track
sounds
with that
like
shit,
water
yo.
dripping. While it's undoubtedly incredible that we have this piece of audio, commenters are looking at it from multiple perspectives. Some think it sounds like metal expanding or contracting. Others think there's a rock stuck in the rover's wheel. But 21865 may have the best guess. He writes, it's the Martians' national anthem.
It's the voice, like, bro. Just neither were I, like.
Number 3, abandoned house. This abandoned house is only abandoned by the living. Published by KBC Cacadores de Fantasmas. This crew has a possible ghoul on their hands. As they walk around the scary haunted home, you can see something under a rag pile in the corner. What is this black mark or object? They continue exploring and hear a strange sound. It's definitely footsteps echoing. Later, they use some kind of light device to capture figures and movements in the room, and they find movement. Here, it appears as though a figure is triggering the lights. There's something in the room with them.
This is
Bam, I'm getting sick and tired of these fucking ads, bro.
And he enjoys a good light show. Number 2, paranormal paintings. This art is for sure cursed.
Bro, fam, first of all, if you got a picture frame like that, like you think I'm gonna stay in this house? First of all, I'm grabbing that picture frame and I'm burning that. What the fuck is these guys on?
Published in October of 2021, Donnie Drunkard writes, the paintings in my haunted house have always been somewhat controversial, with many saying that they may in fact contribute to the paranormal and poltergeist activity that is rampant in the house. After hearing a group of female voices talking upstairs, these people may have been correct. The video starts with Donnie's dog perking up, alert to something unusual in the next room. Shortly after, a small tap is heard.
What do you see? You okay?
The pictures in question are later seen hanging in the hallway. They are indeed creepy and
Bro,
seem to be...
fam, just look, there's like one picture, two picture, like, what is going on? Why you have those? You want that shit to look like it's a decoration? That shit is trash. I'm throwing that out. I'm sorry. I don't care. Let the ghost be mad. I'm throwing it out.
Adding to the negative energy of the place, another sound is heard as orbs hang in the air. Later, Donnie has covered all of the creepy pictures, yet still a banging sound is heard in one of the rooms.
Relax. Leave us.
Well, you think you covering the goddamn picture is gonna make any difference? Like, I'm burning it. What is you on? I'm burning it.
Belong.
Though he tells the spirits repeatedly to leave them alone, they will not listen. Additional noises ensue.
Leave us alone.
He says a prayer, but the sound continues.
Dude,
whether
you hear
he got
this?
rid of the poltergeist or not with his efforts, one thing's for sure, those paintings have got to go. I've got a challenge for you.
Oh, fam.
Since you've made it this
Fam,
far, why
you're
not
not
like
gonna
this video
promote
and hit
yourself.
subscribe,
You're not
followed
gonna
by
promote yourself off my on my page,
like
fam.
30 Sky, a video recorded in October of 2021 by Mad Hammock 31 caught some disturbing noises from the sky. Have a listen.
Matthew, come here.
That sound like
I have
hell
no
coming
doubt
for
that
you.
This video is real because this strange phenomenon has been caught on film all around the world for years now. What these sounds mean remains a mystery. All
That's
I
straight
know is
facts
it's
though, bro. Why
definitely
you stay in
freaking
that
me
house with them
out.
picture
Thanks
frames?
for checking out this video. Be sure to
I slew the Spider Queen.
Have you ever seen a piece of footage that just won't leave your brain? Well, you're about to see 15 of them. These top 15 scary videos are bound to haunt you. Number 15, 400 funeral cemeteries. Hanging out in a cemetery isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Published in August of 2021, this group enters the cemetery to do a few rituals, something they'll soon regret. In a pair of open graves, they come across what they think are burnt human bones. Later, they use banana leaves to spread out a feast for the spirits. Banana leaves, they say, are used for worshipping ghosts. They leave the ghost offerings upon the leaves for 10 minutes, then they destroy them. Next, one of the crew lies inside a grave while the other performs a funeral washing ceremony above him.
Come on, you're a menace, fam. Fam, you're a menace.
As he lies in the grave after the ceremony, nothing happens for quite a while, and when it does, it's nothing short of terrifying. Something grabs the man's t-shirt.
Fam, are you? What the?
Lifting it up, he jumps and screams in fear, racing away from the grave. But that's not all. As he's talking with his partner about what he experienced, he is pulled dramatically by the shoulder and thrown on the ground.
Yo, bro, you need to go like on some real shit, bro. If y'all, if you guys know their IG, for the people that come after the stream, leave it in a comment and then just tell me about this shit because I want to know this guy IG. I want to tell him to go put some holy water on him. Go to the church every Sunday. Boy, you better put some, whatever those things called, the one that you burn in, the sage, you put it on you, bro, you better do that every single night, cause that, bro,
like these,
fam, look how that goes pull him. They want him to go to hell with him, fam. He's done.
Question is, once that portal is open, how do you close it? Number 14.
You can't.
Unknown
You
creature.
can't. The ghost is haunted.
Some videos on the internet are pure mysteries. Posted to the r/Chills Narrator subreddit by Calligram, this scary video shows a creature beyond our wildest nightmares. The unknown creature
is that supposed to be a human or an animal? Because boy, that don't look like nothing.
Eyes. The thing looks like a very angry old man with his tongue hanging out. Most everyone thinks this is an afflicted animal of some kind, whether a pig, a cow, or a sheep. Most also agree that this poor animal will sadly pass away shortly. Whatever it is, this poor thing didn't deserve its fate. Number 13, Lights Out. This spirit is nothing but a troublemaker. Posted by The Bottom Line in November of 2020, this scary video has been trending in the Hindi-speaking YouTube community. In the clip, some teenagers dressed in school uniforms are hanging out in a classroom. While they're sitting around talking, the power goes out.
Y ella era amiga de... No, a la vez. No mames.
Although it's just for a moment, something must have happened in the darkness, because when the light returns, a couple of chairs inexplicably start to move on their own. Needless to say, this causes a panic. Screaming ensues.
Boy, that was in Florida. You know what we do?
Shut off the lights.
Boy, we throw a chair we throw that damn chair, man. Don't play with us, bitch.
Number 12, Sky Drifters. If you
don't get me started with that shit.
Creepy many-legged crawlers, then this video will surely freak you out. Posted on TikTok by Twixie Time. The clip captures some black squid-like creatures drifting in the sky. Twixie says he was in his car just chilling by an overpass when he spotted this pair of strange, mysterious beings overhead. Are they extraterrestrial octopi? Are they dementors? Some think there is a more ordinary explanation, like starlings flying in a close-knit formation or a kite. But here, we tend to lean towards the dementor. Number 11, Ghost versus Car. Have you ever felt like you hit something with your car but nothing was there? Published by Compo in May of 2014, the security camera footage shows a vehicle encountering just such an oddity. While driving through a parking lot, a shadow figure appears briefly in the car's path. The car then pulls to a stop and the driver gets out, seemingly concerned. He even looks under his vehicle. The passenger also gets out to look while the driver goes around back and finds a piece of paper on the ground, a paper that wasn't there before. He picks it up to examine it and then drops it again, returning to the car, and they drive away in confusion. What is going on here? Did this driver just run over a ghost? Number 10, Slovakian forest creature. A hiker was on a 2-week trek in the endless woods of Slovakia when he felt a presence watching him. Not only watching, but stalking. And he was right. Published in August of 2020, Leviathan weathers these scary Slovakian woods and manages to come out of it with his life. Before sighting the creature in question, the hiker comes across what is likely his den. A large pile of tree limbs are arranged betwixt a set of trees, appearing like a nest or a den for an extremely large creature. The hiker approaches, examining the unique arrangement. He even climbs inside the den, which definitely looks lived in. While he's inside, he hears a distant roar. This shakes him enough to retreat and run for cover.
Oh, hell, fam. You're shitting me, huh? You're still there.
Later, as he continues
what is wrong with you, Batimon?
It's clear that he feels like he's being stalked. After a time, he hears a racket as the tree branches start shaking off to his left. When he focuses in, he sees this enormous creature in the thicket of the trees. It's hard to make out what it is, an animal, a Bigfoot, or something else. Viewers believe it looks humanoid. Some think it's a hag or a multi-dimensional being. What do you think it could be? Number 9, Haunted Church. Published in October of 2021, Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations encountered paranormal activity in this historic Anglican church in Essex, England, which dates back to the 12th century. One of their first ghostly confrontations appears in the form of a shadow at the altar of the church. Later, they hear a noise like something was tapped or fell.
Oh, shit. Look at the guy's face, fam.
What was that?
What was that?
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe.
After this video, I'm going off. This is ridiculous, fam.
They head down to the altar, where Sir Thomas Middleton's sarcophagus is located, and one of the crew feels something touch his hand.
Something touched my hand. I kid you not, I was just about to step up and go in, and I felt something touch my hand.
Later, while one of the crew is talking to the spirits, he casts a flashlight around the altar, and a knocking sound is heard.
Why I'm talking to you?
Is this place haunted? Most definitely, as their Kinect motion sensors show on several occasions. When they finally decide to get some shut-eye, some of the most alarming activity occurs. You can hear a door closing quite loudly. They could also hear the name Thomas, which they believe may be in reference to the aforementioned Thomas Middleton. What do you think? Has Sir Thomas been unable to cross over to the spirit world after all? Number 8. Knock back. Knock knock. Who's there? A playful poltergeist. Published across platforms by Dom Madigan. This haunted house won't let anyone sleep. In one video, Dom says he was getting ready for bed when this abrasive knocking started happening.
Okay, so I'm trying to get ready for bed. And there's another one.
He approaches the door after the mysterious knocking occurs again, and he whips it open. No one is in the hallway. His viewers tell him to knock back, and when he does, another knock sounds on a different door. He opens it to reveal a closet, again with nothing inside.
Everyone's been asking me to try and knock back. You f***ing...
In a second video, the poltergeist is pointing.
Yeah, I like that guy's sense of humor.
It sounds like it might break the door down.
So it's literally 3 in the afternoon.
This time it's 3 in the afternoon. Dom says it happened more during the day now. He gets up to answer the door. Again, nothing there.
Just... It's really complicated at this point, to be completely honest. I can't...
Nah, that's definitely real because, bro, the moment, like, you guys gotta understand, like, you guys, the moment you knock, you can't just disappear right away when someone opened the door, you know what I mean? Like, can't just do that.
The pounding was heard a split second ago. He captures a shot downstairs in the bathroom and opens the adjacent closet, but nothing is there. What could be going on here? Could this incessant banging be explained by anything other than the spirit world in full-on Hulk out rage mode? Until we figure out this mystery, no one's getting any sleep. Number 7, Haunted Child's Room. TikToker Mary Proctor 3 posted a series of videos that are particularly chilling because they all take place in a child's bedroom. The first shows the fairy lights flickering for just a moment, although on its own this may be chalked up to an irregularity with the electricity. We doubt that when coupled with the next couple of videos. A second clip shows a doll inexplicably falling over from a high shelf. Could this be a coincidence and an unsteady doll? But again, we have one more clip. The last in the series shows a toy becoming activated in the darkness. It sings and the lights light up. Then the camera goes wonky for a moment.
Yo, what is up with the camera?
The toy starts up again a moment later. Many in the comments think this is a spirit and advise to get some smudging done before things escalate. We just hope no children are sleeping in this haunted room. Number 6, Lurker. Caught on CCTV in Denver, Colorado, a creepy lurker was peeking through a girl's window in the middle of the night. He is shown creeping around the home and peering into the girl's bedroom. After peeping for a moment, he returns to the home's front door and then heads back to the window for a second look. The victim's father turned the footage into the police, and the suspect was taken into police custody the very next day. The culprit was a neighbor. Here's to security cameras and to purchasing the thickest of blackout curtains. Number 5. Watts Family Home. You are probably familiar with the name Chris Watts. In 2018, he took the lives of his pregnant wife and their 2 daughters in a horrifying and heartbreaking incident that shook the nation. Posted to TikTok by DowerK8, this video sneaks a peek into the Watts family home. While looking into the home from the front door, something appears atop the stairs along the railing. A strange shadow falls. It's about the height of the railing, a child's height. The TikToker believes it is the spirit of one of his passed away daughters, and some in the comments
That's
agree.
sad, bro.
Breezy Bia writes, you can even feel their presence in the house through videos. I gotta say, I feel it too. Number 4. Haunted Chapel. This is a ghost hunt gone wrong. Published by American Ghost Hunter in October of 2021. This group of ghost hunters asks the spirit world to reveal itself, and it does. While searching a haunted chapel, the crew hears a door open.
Can you laugh or cry like you did the other day?
As they go to investigate which door it was, something screams at a distance.
No. That's a little bit too much.
They hurry out of the chapel, suggesting that the scream came from the bathroom.
Fuck did I just
One of
join?
the crew also claims to have seen the shape, which we assume can't be a good thing. The crew writes, we never found what opened the door and screamed like that because we left right after that. We don't blame
Get off that
them.
effort right now.
Number 3. Skeleton in the mine. Abandoned mines often hold a different sort of treasure than you could have imagined. Published by OTG Exploring in September of 2021. This group of explorers entered a mine and left with something they never expected. Located at the base of the Inyo Mountains in eastern California, the Brown Monster Mine, also known as Reward Mine, is an 8-level monster that spans 500 feet and was mined for gold and lead ore between the late 1800s to the 1970s. It's quite a task to even reach the mine, taking 4-wheel drives up a ways and climbing the rest to reach the mouth of the mine, but once you reach it, you will reap the reward. Pun intended. Inside, they venture through the old rock tunnels, which appear to have collapsed in some places. They come across a deep cavern in the path where a skeleton wearing a hard hat, boots, and a mining outfit is splayed across the ground.
Want to start an online store quickly with products that are ready to sell? Head over to wix.com/dropshipping and launch your store with the industry-leading
It has a note on it, so they climb down to see what it reads. They assume the skeleton's name is Ernie, judging by his sewn-in name tag, and they find an old mining photo in his pocket. The note reads, Day 47. I no longer have the strength to write my story. Soon the darkness will consume me. My only regret is becoming a miner. Is the skeleton even real? No, it's not. The photograph does look real though, showing a group of miners during the mine's heyday, but frankly this is a creepy and laughable practical joke, one that we're glad we got to see unfold. Number 2. Smiling Salesman. This creepy Ring doorbell clip reminds us exactly why we were taught stranger danger. Posted by Ring, a man dressed up as a salesman is caught on the Ring doorbell camera, claiming to be trying to reach residents at 712. When told he is at 721, he smiles and simply apologizes. Don't be fooled by the smile, because this dude was suspected of breaking into 19 different homes in the San Diego area. Assumedly, he pulled this gag to gauge if anyone was home. This just reaffirmed the golden rule of stranger danger. Don't answer the door to anyone you don't know. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, what's that followed by OK Pineapple 4541? A demon speaks through this video's audio clear as day.
Are you okay? What is on you? Kobe.
The Redditor is talking to her dog in the video, but in the background, a demonic voice whispers something that sounds like, "Let me in."
What is on you?
The Redditor said she heard nothing of concern at the time. Well, some believe it's the dog's breathing patterns. It sure doesn't sound like it. It sounds like words are being spoken. Redditor Ice T and Me writes, "I hear it and the dog did too, and as we all know, dogs can sense the spirit world better than we can, which should be more than enough to haunt you. It's got us thinking this footage is real."
What is on you?
Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe.
Alright, I think I'm going to end it here tonight. Thank you, Brian, for staying to the whole video. And thank you, Quan the Real. Y'all check him out. His YouTube channel is a lit content. But I appreciate Brian for staying to all this whole video. Appreciate it, bro. And all the people that come watch after the stream for YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. I appreciate you guys for coming out. And I'll catch you guys later on the next